Hello, Libra Risings. My name is Dr. Mia Collins. I am a traditional astrologer. I do have my astrology certification from the astrology school with Chris Brennan. Excuse me, I've been eating an apple and cheese today and got some burps. Anyway, this is your forecast for January. Yes, I'm a couple of days late. I also have very young children, and them being home for an entire week during winter break. Whew. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Anyway, if you like my work, please feel free to leave a little something something over at Ko-fi or at Venmo, because I also am a special education advocate and I am trying to get a nonprofit off of the ground to do advocacy for free. If you would like a reading with me, head on over to sabretreeconsulting.com and you can schedule an appointment with me. Let's get into January for you. We have on last Thursday, January 4th, Mars moved into Capricorn, which is your fourth house. Now, Mars does like to be in Capricorn. There is a huge possibility of you needing to do home renovations or working on the foundation of your family. Just know that it's going to be slow and steady wins the race, and you're going to have to pivot. I'm not saying change your end goal. I'm saying that worry about yourself. Don't worry about what other people are doing. It's not a competition with anyone other than yourself. So this isn't like a keeping up with the Joneses type of deal when it comes to your home and renovations or restorations, as I hit my microphone. So just be wary of that. Then moving on, we have on this Thursday, the 11th, we have a Capricorn new moon. So are you looking to buy a new home or move somewhere else? You might end up with kind of nosy neighbors. They're kind, but they're also a little bit in your stuff. And it might be an extreme fixer upper, which, listen, I know that a lot of people like HGTV, but they don't like HGTV homes. Um, this house that I have is a 124 now year old Victorian. This thing is technically considered a mansion because of how large it is. Am I rich? No. Um, how was I able to afford this house? Well, I mean, generational wealth, because I have a education that allowed me to hoard some resources there, and buy my first house, which I transferred into this house. But mostly it's because the price of this house was so low and it was on the market for so long, um, because no one wanted to have to do the work. And I moved into this house in January of 2021, and I have myself fixed and painted the walls in 11 areas of this house. Okay. I did it by myself. Um, my husband installed the flooring, but everything else that needed to be repaired, that was me. And so, does it take a lot of work? Yes. Does it take a lot of planning? Also, yes. YouTube helps. um, but if you want it done, you want it done right, and you want a cheaper house, just saying. Just saying. Look at the potential of a property. If you don't have those kind of coins, make sure that it's not like something that you're always going to be like dumping money into, like a money pit. Um, but if it has the good bare bones, I'd say go for it. On January 13th, we have Mercury moving into Capricorn. And so there is the potential that you might be parting with money for that home, or that home project. Just remember that while the planning um, is happening, money might come fast for the project. Um, Even though actually completing the project or purchasing the house might take its sweet time. Whenever, listen, buying a house was more stressful for me than having my children, because there are so many things that are outside of your control that are dependent on other people who are quite possibly just not very smart, okay? At least when I was having my children, I fully 110% trusted my OB. Like, she is phenomenal. She knows what she's doing. She listens to me. I trusted her. Like, that was so much less stressful than the back and forth that happens with purchasing a home, okay? Um, and so even though you might have the funds for it, even though you might have the communication skills for it, um, there's a definite possibility that the actual thing happening, is slow and steady and doesn't come through until February, okay? Um, the sun moves into Aquarius, and we have Aquarius season starting on January 20th, which is a Saturday. Um, and so that is focus is put on what brings you joy or your kids, even if it's taking a big part of your time and energy. Your home or family might be helping to focus your ability to manage that time better. Okay. Yes, I'm reading because my memory is that of a goldfish and I have it on paper. Um, I could type it up, but then that would take more time and yeah, you know. Anyway, on the 23rd, which is a Tuesday, January 23rd, Venus also moves into Capricorn and joins the Capricorn party. Venus in Capricorn is not a bad thing. I don't know if people have told you that before. It is not a bad thing. Most of these things are not bad. They just are what they are. But Venus and Saturn have a wonderful relationship with each other. Um, Capricorn being Saturn's sign in traditional astrology. Because when Saturn is in Venus's sign of you, that is where Saturn is exalted, specifically at the 19th degree of Libra. Okay. And that's where Saturn is very happy. So when Venus enters Capricorn, which is Saturn's sign, and Capricorn is known as the sign that is trying to be the best of the best, the creme de la creme. Okay. Um, Good things happen. It could, however, mean that the communication is gonna be a little bit more on the serious side of things than the jovial side of things, because Venus is joining Mercury and Mars in Capricorn, but Venus in Capricorn is not bad, okay? So is that extra responsibility at work bringing in an extra bonus to help you build a new family foundation or get basics for your home, like a couch or a bed or plumbing? Who knows? Um, so it's nice. It's nice. It is still gonna be about your home, but Venus in Capricorn, um, I feel like, I've said this to other people or in other videos. Venus in Capricorn is someone who ages like fine wine, okay? It is someone who appreciates maybe vintage clothing, vintage styles. Maybe they're a lover of history. Maybe they love old homes, okay? Um, Maybe they have older lovers. Any of those things work. It doesn't have to be the older lover portion. Um, it could be, I don't know, maybe they love old movies, right? So, maybe they have a strict love of boundaries and they need those boundaries within their love life. Maybe they are a sub and they need a dom. I don't know, just spitballing here. I'm just saying that Venus in Capricorn with boundaries and being the best, they could also want to be the best lover. They could want to be the best at really pretty things, um, like fashion. Who knows? Okay. Um, They could just like good quality items and not cheap things. When I say good quality and not cheap, it doesn't have to cost a lot of money. It just needs to be made well. So if you are maybe you are a thrifter, maybe you go to thrift shops and you find the good stuff. Okay? That could also be Venus and Capricorn. So maybe go thrifting for your house. That might work. Um on January 25th, we have the Leo full moon. And so how are the friendships you formed over the summertime going? Is it at odds with how you normally spend your time? It's okay to want to spend more time at home with your family, okay, instead of going out with your friends. Like it might be that those friendships that you established during the summertime just they're not cutting it. They didn't hit the way you thought they were going to hit. Okay. Um, That is it. That's all I've got for January for you. The, February forecast will be up on my Patreon on January 15th, and then it will hit YouTube on Monday, January 29th. Once again, if you like my work, please leave a little something something at Ko-fi, Coffee, whatever it's called, or Venmo, and if you want a consultation with me, you can head over to the website. All the links are below in this information, whatever it's called. But thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me for this. And remember, you are worthy of all the good things that are headed your way. Bye.